Hi everyone, welcome to Notescraft. Today we dive into the fascinating concept of the mirror phase by Jacques Lacan. Lacan, a prominent figure in 20th century psychoanalytic theory, has left a significant mark on our understanding of human development and identity formation. His mirror phase theory stands as a testament to his innovative thinking, posing a novel perspective on how we shape our sense of self. This theory explores the intriguing relationship between an infant and their reflection, a relationship that, according to Lacan, plays a crucial role in the formation of the ego. It's a concept that delves deep into the intricacies of subjectivity and desire, offering a unique lens to view the human psyche. So, prepare to embark on a journey into the depths of one's self-identity through the lens of Lacan's mirror phase. First, we need to understand what Lacan means by the mirror phase. This is a concept that revolves around the period during an infant's development when they first recognize themselves in a mirror. It's a profound moment of self-realization, where the child sees an image of themselves and identifies it as me. But here's the twist: this image isn't truly them. It's a reflection, a representation, a semblance of themselves that they perceive as whole, coherent, and superior to their fragmented self-experience. This begins a complex process of identity formation that Lacan refers to as the birth of the ideal I, or imaginary I. The ideal I is the image of the self that the child identifies with and aspires to be, yet it is an illusion, a fantasy of wholeness and perfection that doesn't reflect the child's actual fragmented experience. But how does this shape the ego? Well, the ego is essentially a product of this identification process. As the child internalizes this image and identifies with it, they form an ego, a sense of self that is based on this idealized image. However, this process is not as harmonious as it might seem. The discrepancy between the child's actual experience and the ideal image they identify with creates a sense of lack, a desire to be this ideal I, which can never be fully attained. This longing, this yearning for the unattainable, is the driving force behind our desires, shaping our pursuits, our ambitions, and our relationships throughout life. In this way, Lacan's mirror phase concept offers a fascinating perspective on human development. It reveals how our identity, our sense of self, is not something inherent or innate, but rather a construct, a product of our interaction with the world around us. It shows how our desires, our aspirations, even our very sense of self, are shaped by this early encounter with our own image. Thus, the mirror phase is a pivotal moment in an individual's development, setting the groundwork for their future identity. Now that we have a basic understanding of the mirror phase, we can delve deeper into its significance. The mirror phase isn't just a phase, it's a foundational moment in the development of human subjectivity. When an infant first recognizes their reflection, it's not merely an exercise in self-recognition. According to Lacan, it's the moment when the infant first identifies themselves as a separate entity from the world around them. This recognition is the genesis of the ego, the individual's sense of self. This may seem like a simple concept, but it's loaded with philosophical implications. The mirror image for Lacan is the prototype of the other, the external entity with which we constantly compare ourselves. The other is a mirror that reflects our own image back to us, helping us to shape our self-identity. Lacan's theory suggests that our desires are not merely personal impulses but are shaped by our interactions with others. Our desires are not our own. They are reflections of what we perceive others want from us. But what does this mean for our understanding of ourselves? In Lacan's view, our self-identity is always in flux, constantly being shaped and reshaped by our interactions with others. Our sense of self is not a fixed entity, but a dynamic process. Interestingly, Lacan argues that this process is not without tension. The mirror phase is also a period of discord. The infant's identification with the mirror image is fraught with a sense of inadequacy and a longing for wholeness. This discord is a precursor to the lifelong tension between our ideal selves and our real selves. In Lacan's view, the mirror phase has profound implications for how we understand ourselves and our desires. It suggests that our identities are not fixed but fluid, shaped by our interactions with others. It also implies that our desires are not merely personal impulses, but are reflections of what we perceive others want from us. To sum up, the mirror phase is a crucial stage in the development of the human subject. It's the moment when the individual first recognizes themselves as a separate entity, paving the way for the development of the ego and the formation of the self-identity. But it's also a period of discord, highlighting the tension between our ideal selves and our real selves. The mirror phase is more than just a stage in development. It's a cornerstone of Lacanian psychoanalysis. At its core, the mirror phase is the moment when an infant, for the first time, recognizes its own reflection. This recognition, however, is not merely a physical one. It's a psychological milestone that lays the foundation for the formation of the ego, or the self. In Lacanian psychoanalysis, the mirror phase is crucial. It's the point where the infant transitions from a state of fragmented body image to a more unified sense of self. This transition is not without its complexities. You see, the image that the infant identifies with in the mirror is more complete, more cohesive than its current experience of itself. This discrepancy between the ideal image and the actual experience creates a tension, a discord that lasts throughout the individual's life. This tension, according to Lacan, is the root of human desire. Now let's delve a bit deeper. The mirror phase is not just about the formation of the ego. It's also about how we relate to others and the world around us. When the infant recognizes itself in the mirror, it is also recognizing that it is separate from the other. This realization of separateness is the birth of subjectivity, the understanding that we are individuals distinct from others. Moreover, the mirror phase also illuminates how our identities are shaped not just by our own perceptions, but by how we are perceived by others. The mirror in this sense is not just a literal mirror, but a metaphorical one. It reflects how we are seen by others, shaping our sense of self and our desires. In essence, the mirror phase is a pivotal concept in Lacanian psychoanalysis. It illuminates the complexities of human development, the formation of identity, and the underpinnings of desire. The mirror phase, therefore, is a key concept in Lacanian psychoanalysis, offering insights into human development and identity. So, we have taken a deep dive into Lacan's mirror phase, a concept that revolutionized psychoanalysis. We've journeyed through the complexities and nuances of this thought-provoking idea, unpacking its significance and relevance in our understanding of human development and identity formation. We started by introducing you to Jacques Lacan, a towering figure in the realm of psychoanalysis, and his seminal concept of the mirror phase. This phase, as we explored, is a pivotal moment in an infant's life where they first recognize their reflection in a mirror. This recognition, however, is not a simple one. It is fraught with implications that ripple throughout an individual's life, shaping their sense of self and their relationship with the world around them. We then dived deeper into the theoretical underpinnings of the mirror phase. We discussed the intricate relationship between the infant and the mirror, a relationship that catalyzes the formation of the ego. We also touched upon the profound implications of this phase for understanding subjectivity and desire, two core aspects of human existence that are deeply intertwined with our sense of self. In our exploration of Lacan's views on the role of the mirror phase, we emphasized how this concept has been instrumental in shaping psychoanalytic discourse. It has provided a fresh lens through which we can view and understand the process of identity formation, bringing to the fore the complexities and contradictions inherent in our sense of self. As we wrap up this journey, it's important to remember that Lacan's mirror phase is not just a theory confined to the annals of psychoanalysis. It's a concept that resonates with our everyday lives, influencing our understanding of who we are and how we interact with the world around us. Thank you for watching. Please like and share our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed our content, please let us know what you would like to see next in the comments down below.